Hello guys, this is Real World Techie. Today, in this video, let's have a hands-on on API methods, which is get, post, put, and delete. So this simple API app, which is nothing but food ordering app. If you haven't seen my introduction video about API, I would recommend you to watch that video first, so that you can understand what is the correlation we can make to understand these methods. So let's start jumping into the details of this app so that we can understand what we are trying to do with these API functions. So let's understand what all these APIs are doing here, what all the operations it's trying to hold. So this is a small food ordering app, as I mentioned. So here, this is the get operation, which is nothing but when we go into restaurant, we would ask a menu card, right? This is as similar as that. When we try to make an get operation, it would give you a response without any input. And here we are doing the post operation, which is nothing but ordering a food item. So whenever we order a food, we would precise or give some name, right? If this is as similar as that, we will order with the help of this post API. And put is nothing but whenever we order any food, we would maintain a quantity, right? Like if a single person goes, he can order one food item per each item. And if he goes with multiple people, he would have mentioned like two pizzas and three burgers, like that. So this is the quantity where we maintain for our particular uh, already placed order. And cancel order, which is nothing but delete operation. Whenever we order food and we don't like to or continue that order, right? So we would do that delete operation, which is nothing but canceling that order. So let's see what is menu holding. Menu is holding just two items, which is nothing but pizza and burger, and it also maintained the rate so that we can, whenever we made and get operation to this menu, and it would give us the number of items and what is the price range for that. So let's start building our app. Here, I have used Docker because it makes our build of our container very smooth. If you don't know what Docker is, I would recommend to watch my Docker playlist video so that you can understand why we use Docker and what all things we can do using Docker. So let me start building our container using the Docker command, which is nothing but Docker build -t food order app. So this command is trying to build our container so that we can make use of all dependencies run within the container, which is nothing but Flask and what all present like request, JSON, all these things needs to be maintained within the container so that our local system need not to worry about all these dependencies. So I have built an image. Let me run that image using the Docker command. Docker run -t -p. This is nothing but we are saying our local port number 5050 to connect with 5000 since we have exposed our container port with 5000 in our Docker container, and the order, the app name, which is nothing but food order app. So the container got created. Let me start using the curl commands so that we can know what all operations we can do by this curl command. So while using curl command, which is nothing but curl -x, -x is nothing but it's trying to say what operations we need for this API call. Let me use this http :// host since we are using our localhost ID to get all these operations, and 5050 is connected to our Docker port now by the above command, and the operation is nothing but getting the menu. So let me complete this menu. So to simplify, the curl commands operate these API handlings, and we are precisely mentioning that -x saying that this is a get operation which we are trying to pass to this API. And this is the main domain, which is nothing but the build we have built in our local system. and slash menu is nothing but the route which have maintained to get our menu items. So let me hit this. So we have got the response saying that code as 200 since the API response is success. So whenever the API response is success, we would maintain 200. And whenever the API success is not good, it would return back as a 400, which is a bad request. So in this one, we got a menu saying that ID 1 pizza, the item name is pizza, and the price is 250. And the second item is burger and the price is 150, and we have maintained as external things like status code is success and code is 200. So this is a get operation. Let me do a post operation, which is nothing but ordering a food item. Let me do curl minus x. As I mentioned, the minus x is a like indicator like what operation we are trying to do, and we are saying this is a post operation. HTTP colon slash slash localhost 5050. We are maintaining orders since the post operation route is maintained as order. So this is the one, and this backslash would helps us to go into the new line, and minus h. Minus h is nothing but a headers. This is the place where we say our API, like what kind of content we are sending to our API, which is nothing but a JSON format. Content type application slash JSON. So this says like we are sending our request in JSON format, and the data is the food ID is one, which is nothing but the ID is nothing but pizza. The ID one is nothing but pizza. So this is the one, and the quantity I need is one. Since we are sending our data in JSON format, we need to maintain our request data in JSON format. So let me hit this API. So the order got created. So whenever we create a new thing, the status code would be a 201, and the message is saying that order is placed and the order ID is 1. So if we relate with our food delivering apps, whenever we try to order a one food menu, so it would create an ID for our order, right? So this is a reference which we are trying to replicate same through this post operation. And let's try to do a put operation, which is nothing but updating the quantity for our food item. So let me say this is, let me copy paste the same domain, which is nothing but our local host with the port ID. And the orders, because the put operations also holds the orders, but we need an extra parameter like what is the order ID. Let me say the one first order, because since the latest order which we have done, it's ID of one. And let me go to new line since it will be clear and neat. And the content type is application JSON, since we are sending our data in JSON format, and minus t, which is nothing but our data. So quantity is 2. Since like I want to have two pizzas, so I have ordered, I want to update my order quantity as 2. So done. So the order has been updated with the quantity of 2. And let me, I have changed my mind saying that I don't want to continue this order, so I would cancel the order. For that, we have maintained a delete operation. This is nothing but the order got cancelled. So these APIs are nothing but which is the integration between app and the backend. So whenever we try to order a food through an food ordering app, the UI would maintain these operations with the help of APIs. I hope you understand much better of these operations using the curl command with these precise methods called get, post, put, and delete. If you like this video, please give my channel a subscribe, a like to this video, and comment. Thank you.